tell us about... Introduce yourself.
Come over to my shop and we'll talk.
You got a shop?
Someone's minding my shop.
Oh, really? What's the shop? What's the
Clothing
shop?
store.
Clothing store.
Clothing store.
Need a new jacket?
You do, actually.
What do you mean?
You look terrible.
Oh, thanks.
I saw the way you pinned that guy down against the wall the other day. You had that terrible jacket. I thought, he needs a new jacket.
Which guy?
Yeah, I was watching your show last night.
Oh, on the show. Oh. Is this your shop?
Yeah, it's a bit sort of
Uh-huh.
clearancey.
So you reckon I need a new jacket?
I was sort of.
This is a Calvin Klein, I'll have you know.
Let's have a look. I believe you.
Somewhere.
No label. Where's it made?
I don't know. Now, tell me about you and clothes.
Been in clothes for about 7 years.
Yeah?
Why?
Why?
Sort of fell into the trade. I don't know. I still don't know how I fell into it. Sort of, I think I was a store boy.
Yeah?
Roger David, in that big store in the city. And I was studying law. I was only 17 years old.
You were going to be a lawyer?
Yeah, I dropped out of law. I did 6 months of law at Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a bit too dry for me, so I thought I better change, do something else. Now I design clothes, export. And
with no training?
No training, really.
And no formal...
On the job training.
On the job training.
Which is probably the best sort of training.
And what's your background?
I'm Italian, born in Italy.
Well, that's just you're born with the genes
Sort of.
for design
Sort
and
of.
clothes.
Sort of,
Yeah.
I suppose.
And where were you born?
Turin,
Turin.
which is northern Italy, near the French border.
Yeah.
Do you know the place?
Yes. And you came here with your parents when you...
Yep. I came here with my parents and they moved back to Italy.
I left you here.
No, we all moved back. I was only young, I was only 5. We moved back for another year, and then, I don't know why actually, and then we moved back here again. We moved to
don't know why?
We moved to Adelaide, and I grew up in Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in quiet old Adelaide, and moved here about 10 years ago now.
On your own?
No, with my parents. My
Yeah.
parents are living in Melbourne.
Yeah. Do you still live with them?
No.
No.
I live where you were filming last week in Fitzroy.
Do you live alone? Do you have somebody in your...
No, I live with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's got a perfumery in Brunswick Street.
She's got a
Perfumery.
perfumery.
Which is called Klein's Perfumery.
Mm-hmm. What is the thing that you have in common other than retailing? What is her name?
Andrea. Her name's Andrea. Her name starts with A, I suppose.
Is she Italian?
No, she's Scottish. She's a fiery Scottish lady
Oh, yeah.
who is a bit hard to handle sometimes.
How long have you known?
We met in the heat wave of '97.
Did you?
Yeah, which was all
Doing what?
free and liberated. And I had to buy a Christmas present for my ex-girlfriend, actually. And I walked into her perfumery, which was my ex-girlfriend's favourite store. And I bought her some I think it was some relaxation bath crystals for the bath. I wanted something quite cheap though, sort of the ex-girlfriend thing. So I walked in and said I want something cheap, not knowing Andrea. And she said something, and it was a mutual contact there. She knew my ex-girlfriend and she knew one of my friends, and I was sort of, before I knew it, I was in there three times in 3 days, and we sort of had a contact, and I liked her. And then I went to Japan and to buy some fabrics. It was, when was it? It was the day before New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to sort of be hanging around thinking she'd think, here he is again. So I sort of didn't even say Happy New Year or anything, I just left. And then I was walking down Crossley Lane in the city, and she was having a drink at the bar, and I said, I bought you something from Japan. I walked into the bar and said, I bought you something from Japan. It was sort of a paperweight outside of a monastery I'd been to. I said, I bought it from the change, from a discount you'd given me on the present for my ex-girlfriend. So she thought that was quite cute, and from there we were sort of, when I was walking down Brunswick Street with my shirt open, and it was 40, as you know, it was 44 degrees, nearly over 40 degrees every day. It was just a different feeling. Everyone was free, and it's sort of, I think the real moment when I sort of clinched the deal, she'll hate me saying that, is when I think my car was overheating. I've got an old BMW and it overheats all the time, 72 model. It was really overheating, so I had to park it into a service station. I thought, oh, what the hell, I'll just give her a call and say, meet me in Gypsy Bar for a what was it? A vodka granita. And she was working all this time, and she said, okay. So we stayed in there for 4 or 5 hours, we got drunk. And from there, now we're living together. This was only like 8 months ago.
And you said she's a fiery Scottish
She is a fiery Scottish.
girl. Was she born in Scotland?
She was born in Frankston. She'll hate me saying that, but she was.
Where would you like to have been born?
Oh, who knows? Who knows with Andrea? I don't know. But
Hard to handle. Hmm?
She is hard to handle. She's
Why is that?
she's just a strong woman. That's what I think attracts me to women. I like the strong side of them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been out with a few strong women, but she's probably the strongest of them all.
Mm-hmm.
She's 34. Sorry, I'm 25. So I've always been out with older women. Don't know what it is.
Maybe you're very mature.
Oh, maybe the women I date are very immature. Who knows? I don't know. She's mature.
What sort of things do you like to do when you're not working? Because you work pretty long hours.
Yeah, I work 6-7 days a week. So
Don't have much spare time.
I like the cafe life. I like going out to restaurants.
Yeah.
I'm not really a club person. Never was.
Mm-hmm.
I like wining and dining.
So this is what you do when you relax?
I try to relax. My girlfriend says I can't relax. She's trying to get me to relax.
Yeah?
So.
Are you nervous type? Do you
Yeah,
get
I am nervous.
agitated?
Yeah, I am nervous. We've started taking squash lessons. Not lessons, we play squash together.
Yeah.
So I seem to take all my frustrations out against the wall.
Mm-hmm. And Andrea, what is she like? She's fiery, we know that.
She's very fiery.
And strong, but is she a very active person? Or?
She works a lot as well. So I've just booked her into Italian lessons at Amici.
My goodness, you are busy.
She's doing that tonight, actually. I came home one night and bought her a coupon of 10 lessons to learn Italian.
You obviously you speak Italian.
Yeah, I speak Italian, but I'm trying to teach her, but it's too slow, and she sort of plays around when I'm teaching her.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me about this ex-girlfriend. You bought her a Christmas present. Did she buy you one?
Yeah, she bought me one.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was just pretty mutual, sort of.
How long had you been together?
Almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm. How old was she? How much older than you?
She was 28.
Mm-hmm.
She's 28 now anyway, so she's, I think, 3 years older. She was the youngest girlfriend I had. So,
and it didn't work.
Well, it did for a while.
Yeah.
Just, I had a lot of sort of shit going on in my life that I couldn't handle.
Mm-hmm.
Business pressures and all that sort of thing, and it's just hard for me to communicate. That's why I think communication is one of the things you need. Otherwise, it can't work.
Yeah, and you're better at it now.
I am better because I'm sort of making an effort.
Yeah.
Not making an effort. I'm just conscious of that need to not sort of go into my cave like the book. What's it called? Men Are From Mars. So.
Do you get passages of that read to you?
Not really. I sort of flicked through it. A girl gave it to me. A girlfriend of mine.
Yes.
Gave it to me to read after I'd split up from Georgia. That's her name. And I've sort of flicked through it. There's some good things in it.
It was a fairly pointed present.
Yeah. But well, anyway, you learn.
Yeah.
You got to go through life learning.
That's right.
Come down here, man. Me and my friends want to have a chat to you.
Oh, good. What's your name?
Ben.
Ben.
Yeah.
My name's Andrew.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What are you doing?
Oh, we just finished a downhill run in the Adelaide Hills there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long does it take?
Takes about 3 minutes.
Is that all?
3 or 4 minutes.
How long does it take to get up?
About half an hour in a 4-wheel drive.
It's a bit like skiing.
Yeah, that's right. Except we haven't got a lift. They're just down around the corner here.
What are your mates?
Yeah, they got bikes as well. They're downhills as well. Hey! Yeah, they'll come down.
Did you just come down?
Oh, we just drove down there and we saw you talking to someone. Yeah, we watch your show all the time, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Is this a hobby? Obviously, it's not.
Yeah.
But you don't do it professionally as well.
No. Hopefully one day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Doing
Sure.
what? But what? Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Yeah. We got more of that stuff, man.
That was very good. Riding on the back.
Yeah. This is Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
Nice
I'm
to meet
Andrew.
you. I know
That's
you.
Ben.
Know your show. Love it.
And here's another one.
That's it. We've got our own club.
Yeah.
Good advertising.
CS.
Club Safari.
And that's the three of you.
Oh yeah, and more.
Tell us about biking and why you like it. And
Adelaide's probably got one of the biggest mountain bike scenes in Australia.
yeah.
There's like a national series that goes on in summer, and in South Australia we have a winter series here. So we get racing all year round for our guys. A lot of blokes like to go into state and do the races in the summer series, and our guys have been doing pretty well.
I have a question for you guys. Is there an element, a characteristic that is shared by all bike riders?
Yep.
What is that?
Adrenaline.
So it's a thrill seek.
Yep.
What's the big rush is running? Is the downhill?
Staying on, which I didn't achieve today.
But you didn't get hurt, I guess.
Nah, not hurt.
Why is it? How fast do you get to go?
Oh, it depends what sort. I mean, you can do fire trails, which is where cars and stuff, or fire engines like CFS, or you can do single track, which is a thinner track with a lot more rocks and a lot tighter turns. So I don't know. I suppose on a fire trail, 60, 70 k's,
Right.
70 k's an hour.
So it's a big adrenaline rush for a short period of time.
Yeah.
And it's a sociable sport.
Oh yeah.
Very much so.
That's
You-
another. That's probably the other big factor, I reckon.
You
the socials.
socialise together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a good thing going. We all race in safari suits because you get a lot of guys come out wearing flashy nylons and those kind of things. So we sort of decided we'd pop down to St. Vinny's and pick up a few old op shop suits. And
How many? Just the three of you?
about 4 or
whole
5
club?
of us now. Yeah.
Mm.
That's the CS we've got going. The
What does it
badges
stand
and
for
things.
again?
Club Safari.
Club Safari, so hence the safari suits.
Yeah.
Where did you get the name?
Originally, we just started off as a bit of a joke because a lot of the guys would take it all too seriously.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd have a bit of a dress up, put the safari suits on, and it just stemmed from there. So
Sounds good. Now, let's just quick snapshots. Ben,
Yep.
what do you do when you're not biking? What do you do? Is work for work? Do you work?
I just got a job in a restaurant actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why did you look at the? Why are we looking?
Oh,
at the
because I don't do anything. I ride my bike, but yeah, funny you should ask that because I just got a job in a restaurant.
What? Just for a change?
Yeah, something. Nah, to get a new bike.
Okay. Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
No. You didn't just get a girlfriend.
Nah, I just lost a wife.
Have
you? Yeah, I'm not
laughing?
lost. You got to laugh, mate, otherwise you cry.
Did she walk out on you?
Nah.
Oh, that's right. Did you walk out on her?
We had a mutual agreement.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How long were you married?
3 years.
Uh-huh. So lost. Well, as you
Just
said,
a
not-
break.
Just a break. Is
Yeah,
it? Just
yeah. Well, I hope so.
a time out, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just finished a university degree about a year ago, and
In what?
health sciences, majored in pharmacology, which is like drug making and research. And
But legal drug making.
legal drug making.
Yeah.
But I've been applying around airlines lately, actually, looking at Qantas at the moment. My brother works for them.
Right.
But trying to find a job. I mean, there's jobs out there, but something that's...
He's just got one in a restaurant, but you don't want to.
I want some job satisfaction. I mean, I can
Yeah.
get a job, no problems, but I want some job satisfaction, and that's just difficult to find.
Have you currently got a wife or a partner?
Oh, yeah, my girlfriend, she's just up the road a bit there.
Yeah.
She's a local here from town.
Yeah. What's her name?
Penny.
Penny. A quick description of Penny.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, she'll be watching.
Beautiful girl.
Where did you meet?
Through a friend of ours. She went over to California on exchange to a university there with a friend of mine, and when they came back, we got introduced and went from there.
And you're still going from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
currently full-time building student, doing a building diploma at TAFE. So it takes up quite a bit of my time other than riding. Yeah.
how long is the course?
3 years. I'm 2 years through the course now. So
And what does that give you at the end? You get the diploma, and then you can go and get a job.
yeah,
builder?
in residential, commercial, industrial building. Just depends what field you want to get into.
Lady status?
Very casual relationship at the moment. Very casual.
We'll be watching.
These guys know about it, do they?
Oh yeah, and she knows about it as well, so it's no secret.
Not quite as much as we do.
Well, we won't ask you the name because it probably won't apply.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. Grace is very cool about it, so that doesn't
How
bother
did
me.
how did you hook up together?
Funnily enough, just met in a pub in our hometown in Gawler just before Christmas, and started talking at the bar and become good friends from there. So yeah.
What's her biggest asset for you? What do you think are her biggest assets?
Oh, wow. Her knowledge of wine. She's a very good teacher in wine, so we've learnt a lot out of her. So from that sort of thing, and just great moral support for myself
Is it
and
good fun?
a lot of the other guys. Yeah, really good fun.
She lets us use her four-wheel drive.
I
Nah,
see.
that's not her asset. Nah, I'm only joking. I just saw it up there and I thought that reminded me how
Yeah.
good she is to
So
us.
she was the one that drove you up.
Nah, she's at a netball game or something at the moment.
No, but it's her vehicle.
Oh, it's her vehicle, yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay. So what's on the plan for tonight? Saturday night.
We're
The
gonna
thrills are over.
I think we're going to have a boys' night tonight. Yeah, don't let her get away. She's got a bike. Here's a mountain bike girl.
I love my bike.
Are you a CS member?
No.
You have to go through terrible initiation ceremonies, they tell me. Do you know what CS is? Do you know these guys?
No.
You just here by accident?
Yeah, I just went and got some groceries.
Oh, well, they've just been for a downhill thrill seek.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're flash bikes, aren't they?
Are they flasher than yours?
Yeah. But I still love mine.
They've introduced themselves and told us a bit about themselves. What's your name?
I'm Jane.
Jane. And what do? Do you work?
Yeah, I'm working tonight. I work at the casino, Adelaide Casino.
What, scooping up all the money? Chips? No?
Bar.
In the bar? Serving drinks?
Yeah.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No, not at the moment.
But you had recently?
No, I haven't had a boyfriend for probably maybe about 6 months or something.
Was this just carelessness on your part, or was it intentional?
I don't know. I just haven't really thought about it much. Like,
Well, if you join the CS, there are 4 or 5
oh yeah, what's the CS? What is this CS?
Club Safari. The only drawback is you have to have a safari suit.
That's all right, we got one.
We can arrange them.
Really?
Yeah. And then you can go on downhill runs.
In a
These
safari
guys.
suit?
Well, that's only for races. This is training.
This is the training.
Right.
Yeah. Listen, I'm very happy to make the introductions here.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jen.
Yeah, you too.
And you guys.
Yeah, good to meet
Thanks
you.
for your time.
Have a nice day.
You have a good time tonight.
Yeah, we quite often watch a show.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Very good at show.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it.
Excuse me. Hi. We're from SBS. We're making a series of docos about people around Australia, just sort of meeting people, you know, casually in the street. My name's Andrew. What's yours?
Shannon Brown.
Shannon?
Yep.
Shannon. Are you from Moyhope?
Been here about 8 months.
Where are you from?
I was down in Newcastle.
What's involved in ostrich farming?
Oh, not much really, just feeding them and just making sure they're healthy, and
What are they like, ostriches?
they're pretty good to work with.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any special training for this?
Oh no, the hardest bit's learning to catch them. That's the hardest bit.
How do you catch them?
You got to grab them by the wings.
Yeah.
And
But first of all, you got to run fast.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. You try to corner them into a fence or in a holding yard or something.
Yeah.
And that normally does the job.
Yeah.
Then you just got to go in and grab them and hold on.
All right. They're
Yeah.
pretty strong?
Yeah, the emus are, yeah.
Yeah.
Emus are harder to catch than the ostriches.
Yeah.
And you got to grab hold of their wings as quick as possible. And watch
Both of
their
them?
legs.
Both their
yeah,
legs?
Yeah.
From behind?
Yeah, preferably. Because if you're standing in front, they'll kick the crap out of you.
Well,
Yeah.
have you ever had any crap kicked out of you?
Nah, not really. I've been kicked, and
Yeah.
it hurts.
Does it?
Yeah. I grabbed one by my neck one day, and I shouldn't have, and it scratched me all up the arm.
Yeah. All right. So you've been here 8 months, and
Yeah.
so far it's okay. Did you come here on your own?
Nah, brought me missus and me 2 kids up.
Oh, you got 2 children.
Yep.
How old are they?
One's 3 and the other one's 1. Boy and
Babies,
girl.
really?
Yeah.
Babies,
yeah.
Boy and a girl.
Yeah.
And what's your wife's name?
Melanie.
Melanie. Is
Yep.
she working or is she
Nah, she's not.
looking after the kids?
Yeah.
Is working.
Yeah, well, that's a big job.
That's right. Does she tell you that it's a big job?
Yeah, I've stayed home and looked after them while she's gone out. No, I'd rather be working.
Hello.
Hello.
The perfumery smells like a perfumery.
That's nice. That's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Hello.
Now you're Andrea,
That's right.
and Andrew told us all about you. No, he didn't.
Did he? No.
No, he didn't tell us all about you, but he did tell us that you were Scottish.
That's right. Mhm.
Yes?
Well, my father's Scottish. I'm not.
You're not.
I wasn't born in Scotland, but
Do
my
you-
father's Scottish.
You were brought up in what sort of environment? Family?
Well, I was sort of a normal suburban,
Normal suburban.
if there
What
is
is
any
that?
such thing. You know, a swimming pool in the
Mhm.
in the backyard and swinging off the hills hoist and a brother and a sister, and
Brother, sister still around, good friends?
yeah.
But the business is yours.
Yes.
You've built it up, and
Yep.
what would you like to do with it? Would you like to expand and have an empire?
I would like to have an empire, but it's tiring building an empire.
Yes.
As
Not
you
always
can imagine.
fun. How important is it, in the scheme of your life? Obviously it's important, you need money and all that, but how much challenge and how much ambition do you have?
I do it because I like to be financially independent. My mother had to stay with her father and her husband for perhaps longer than she needed to, and so did my grandmother. And my grandmother always said, have your own bank account, that's the most important thing. Because
And they both left their husbands eventually?
My grandmother had 2 husbands, and yeah, she left both of them, and my mother left one. Yeah, who was my father.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that when you'd already grown up?
Yeah.
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 And did you know that that was going to happen?
Oh yeah, I suggested it. Because,
Did you?
Well, yeah, they weren't really. They married, they married young, and it was tough. They didn't have much fun. So, if you both, like Andy and I think a lot of it is because we do work hard and we have fun when we're not working.
So tell us about Andrew.
What would you like to know?
Everything.
I'm sure you heard most of it.
Well, what's your version of how you met?
Let's see. I met through this shop. He came in and bought. It was actually during summer, and he came in quite a few times and was buying presents. And he was sort of standing up the back a few times, opening bottles and breaking seals and being a bit clumsy, and buying lots of spearmint soap. He was doing a lot of washing that summer, so he came in and bought spearmint soap and bought another spearmint soap, and then one day I actually thought, oh, he's quite a nice, because you really don't like to fraternise with your customers and encourage that sort of thing. So one day I thought, oh, he's rather nice, and he rang and suggested we have a granita, and it was very hot, and I was bored, and I said, why not? And that was it.
Well, when you said that was it, you accepted. You knew there was something else on the agenda?
I liked him, but I was, it was the heat wave, and I was dating a bit that summer, and so I just had that what the hell feeling.
I see.
I liked the way he thought, and he's fairly unusual, perhaps even eccentric, I might suggest.
In what sort of ways?
Well, he's only very young, and he's achieved a lot so far, and he's quite comfortable within himself. He really doesn't care what people think of him, or he doesn't judge other people either, so he's pretty happy within himself, I think. That's what I liked about him.
You've managed to maintain the heat of the romance?
Yes. He's Italian, of course.
He's Italian and you're Scottish?
Yeah.
Or
There's a bit of fire there.
Yeah. Yes, he said that.
Yeah.
Yes, he did say that about you. But you say he's eccentric a little bit, perhaps?
Well, what did you think? What did you think?
I didn't see signs of great eccentricity.
But
certainly an individual, yes.
Yes, an individual.
Yeah. Clever.
Clever. Impulsive.
Self-made.
Self-made. He's very impulsive. I think that's what I mean as eccentric.
What sort of things does he do on impulse?
Well, rang me from Amici and said, "Oh, you're going to. Would you like to go to Italian lessons? I'm here. I'm having coffee. I've booked you in, paid for everything. Would you like to speak to the head of the school?" And I'm at work, saying, "Oh, well, okay, that'd be good. Yep."
What else do you like about Andrew?
His age. I like younger men, I always have. And he likes older women, so it's perfect.
Perfect, wow.
Yeah.